Coming up on this week's episode of SVG Motors Weekly.
I'm looking for Steve.
What's up?
I want to sell cars.
You want to sell cars?
Yep.
You want to sell cars?
I want to sell cars.
Today on Tech Tips, we're going to talk about batteries.
Today what we're going to talk about is your vehicle's electrical systems.
If there's one auto manufacturer that needs no introduction, it's Jeep. But I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Introducing the Jeep Cherokee Overland.
It's something better than what you had. Not sure what you want or where to go. Well, there's one place that you need to know. SVG is the place for me, where you get superior value guaranteed.
Hey, welcome to SVG, little fella.
I'm looking for Steve. Yeah, the commercial guy.
Okay. Hi there. What's up?
I want to sell cars.
You want to sell cars?
Yep.
You want to sell cars?
I want to sell cars.
Okay. Come with me. We're going to do a little test. So, what's your name anyway?
Alex.
Alex, nice to meet you. I gotta tell you, you're pretty bold. So let's start with this car. Do you know what this is?
A Dodge Charger.
A Dodge what?
A Charger.
Okay, and
Dodge Charger.
what's this?
A Hemi Bee. Say the opposite.
That's a Rumblebee. I think that's a
That's a
Rumble.
Hemi Bee.
I think it's a Rumblebee.
It's a Hemi Bee.
You think it's a Hemi Bee?
Yeah, it's a Hemi Bee.
You might be right. You might be right. Well, let's look under the hood here. This is where everything matters. Do you know anything about engines and stuff?
This is the Hemi.
Oh, okay. Well, you're right about
The
that.
Hemi Shaker.
It's a shaker. What's that big hole in there for?
The Shaker.
A shaker? What do you mean a shaker?
The engine shakes.
The engine shakes?
It needs enough room to shake.
So it shakes like this?
No, you can take this.
Really hard like that? What else can you tell me about the front of this car?
Well, we got the secret.
What does this thing do?
If you're too close to a car, the whole car stops automatically.
What?
If you get too close to a car, the whole car just stops automatically.
By itself? What? Are you serious?
Yep.
The car will stop by itself.
Yeah.
How did you know that?
I drove it before, and the car just stops.
That's new technology. That's pretty cool. Man, that's impressive. That's impressive. All right, well, let's move around this side of the car. What about these wheels? Now, I got a question.
20-inch.
These are 20-inch wheels?
I like the black ones better.
You know, I like the chrome wheels better. You know, everybody's kind of going with the black wheels these days.
I like the Brembo racing brakes.
The Brembo, yeah, those are Brembo racing brakes. That's, how did you know that? I mean, you are impressive, Alex.
I took them on a race. I took them on a racing track.
You did?
Yeah, and I raced it. She stopped.
Stops good? So when you're going fast, you want a car that has good brakes or bad brakes?
The whole thing stops her in the back, and it's like, and the whole wheel goes, and the whole wheel stops when it spins. It stops where it is, and then the whole thing, and then it stops before it can hit a car because we got that the camera when you get too close to a car.
It has to stop. Yeah, you explained that to me.
And this helps do it.
Yeah, those Brembo brakes.
It helps stop the whole car.
And that was that's the Rumblebee, right?
No, it's the Hemi Bee.
Oh, that's right. You're right. I keep messing that up. I don't know why. I keep thinking that's a. What's wrong with me? Okay, so I have a question. Now we just got this car.
What's your name again?
Steve.
Oh.
So, so most striped cars, the stripes go that way. This
Mr.
stripes go up and down. Why do they
Mr.
do that?
Mr. Steve,
Yes?
this sometimes things are this different.
Sometimes things are just different.
Yep.
Okay, I'll buy that. Okay, well, what about back here?
This is the secret backup camera. When you start the car, it lights. When you back up, and you almost get that car,
Yeah.
the whole thing comes up on the dash, and it tells you if you're about to hit something. It tells you when you're about to crash. So it comes up on the dash and you
So this is a video camera.
video camera. This is how you open the V trunk. Just take a look at that.
Wow. Wow. Alex, I'm extremely impressed with your ability here. Thank you. Who's there? New Chevy Cruze, under 16,000. Greenville or Urbana.
Hi, I'm Brian Lloyd, and today on Tech Tips we're going to talk about batteries. Batteries are a key part of your vehicle's functionality, and maintenance checks should be done on them on a regular basis. Here are just a few tips on getting the most life out of your vehicle's battery. Tip number 1, keep your battery secured properly. A battery that's not securely fastened could end up vibrating, potentially resulting in internal damage and short circuits. Check your battery terminal regularly, especially if you frequently drive on bumpy roads, to ensure that it's tightly and properly positioned in the mounting bracket. Tip number 2, make sure all lights are off. This tip seems like common sense. So accidentally keeping your headlights or your car lights on can put a heavy toll on your vehicle's battery. Always be sure to turn off all cabin lights and vehicle lights before you exit your vehicle. And this will help ensure that you don't come out to a dead battery. Tip number 3, clean the corrosion. Battery terminals corrode over time, but keeping them clean from buildup is a great way to extend your battery life. For a quick method of cleaning them, scrub the terminals with a toothbrush dipped in a baking soda and water mixture. Rinse the mixture off and thoroughly dry with a clean cloth. Tip number 4, test your battery. If you're going to go away on a long trip, it's always good to know where your battery stands voltage-wise. Knowing the condition of your battery matters when you want to maximize its life. Test your battery's voltage level with a car battery tester. This will help you keep track in maintaining your car battery. Tip number 5, turn off electronics. Turn off things like your radio and air conditioner when your engine isn't running to maintain your battery. When your engine is not running, your battery is not being recharged by it. And using electronic functions such as these can drain your battery if used for a prolonged period of time. These are just a few tips to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Your battery is very important to your vehicle, and keeping it properly maintained keeps your car on the road. Once again, this is Brian Lloyd with another edition of Tech Tips. Stay safe out there.
If there's one auto manufacturer that needs no introduction, it's Jeep. But I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Introducing the Jeep Cherokee Overland. It's the highest level trim of the brand. And I gotta tell you, Jeep is synonymous for ruggedness, versatility, and most of all, fun. So this Jeep Cherokee is not only rugged, but the technology in this is so cool. I mean, first and foremost, this 8.4 inch screen, it's like having a small computer in here. I mean, literally you can do almost anything you want to do with the vehicle. Literally your heated seats, heated steering wheel, your radio, your media controls, apps, so like Pandora, but driver ventilations, notices. Obviously you can hook your Bluetooth phone to it, but the climate controls and navigation, literally like having a small computer, and they call it the infotainment center. I like what they did there with that infotainment. You see what they did? Information, technology. No, entertainment. I almost got it. Infotainment is what it is. But anyway, that's what Jeep does, and I like it. Well, they didn't get nothing past me. So the technology in here is not only to inform you and to entertain you, but it's also, there's some precautionary stuff in this system to keep you safe, like the lane departure, which gives you a warning when you start to go across the lane. It recognizes the lines in the road. Adaptive cruise control, which literally will adapt to the speed of the vehicle in front of you, even slowing down at times. The rear parking sensors, so when you're backing up and you miss seeing that little bicycle on the video camera that comes with it, it also informs you, beep, 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 it lets you know that, hey, there's something back here.
Who's there?
It's Jeep Adventure Days, new Cherokee under 20,000. Ethan. What's that?
It's a gas can.
Okay, yeah.
Gas cap.
This is like a sport type of
Sport cars.
yeah, for sports cars. What do you put in there?
Silly gas.
Okay. Let's get inside of the car. Okay. Well, go ahead and start it. Don't hit the gas just yet. Whoa! Oh, that's a pretty good speaker system, wouldn't you say? All right. So, what do you know about the inside? What can you tell me about the inside here?
This
I noticed that you just pushed that button. How'd you know that that was to start it?
you have to step on the brake before you turn it on.
Uh-huh.
You step on the brake. See?
Okay. So that just shut it off. Now let go. Now put your foot on the brake again. There you go. Look at that. There's the rumblebee again.
Can I run real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
That
That's impressive.
That was me!
Okay, so
I might do it again.
let's talk to me about this. Is this so? What do you know about the screen? Because when we're
This
selling
is the
cars,
map.
you got to be able to tell people about the cars. So show me what you know here.
This is the Bluetooth.
Oh, yeah, that's how you. So we hook up our phone. Oh man, I'm impressed. What about how do you do the navigation?
Navigation.
And then what do? You view the map? Is that?
This is the map. It tells you where you are. And then,
This is crazy.
and then.
You know what? You probably could sell a lot of cars.
Then it tells you where you're going. Every time you move the car, it tells you where you're at. Wherever you are, it tells you where you are.
So well, if
It's
I need,
a built-in GPS. A built-in GPS inside the radio.
okay, well, will this tell me how to get to the closest McDonald's?
Like you drive to the closest McDonald's, it tells you where McDonald's are, then you go there. You want to go right there now?
Well, if we go there, what do you like there? What do you order?
What do you order?
I asked you first. What do you like
Sometimes
there?
I get the Big Mac.
Big Mac?
This is a
What about chicken nuggets? You like those?
Yeah,
What
can I-
sauce do you get?
honey mustard.
I'm with you. I like that honey mustard. Okay, what about these buttons here? What's this right here?
This is the Jake brake.
It's the Jake
Every
brake.
time you move, it's like slows you down.
Okay.
This is how you shift the car. When you want to shift it back, you use this one.
Oh,
When you want to shift it forward, you go this.
How did you learn so much about cars?
I drove this one, and then when I thinking this one goes that way, and I pressed it, and I was shifting backwards. Then if I pressed this one, I was shifting up.
Hey, can I see that hat you got there? You can't sell Chrysler. Oh, wait a minute. This is a Dodge. You have a Dodge hat.
Yep.
Can I wear it? Looks better on me. Okay. Well,
This is the horn.
all right.
Can I drum it in one more time?
One more time. Let's see what this thing's made of. That's where that shake comes in. Okay. All right. Well, let's shut it. Let's shut it off. And I'm gonna tell you what.
I drummed it again.
Well, Alex, let's go inside and talk.
Hi folks, Angel here in Greenville for another episode of Under the Hood. Today what we're going to talk about is your vehicle's electrical systems. Now most people don't actually take into account how sophisticated our machines are now. It's not just gas, oil, water, and go. We've got, I'd say, right around a mile and a half of wiring. If we took all the wiring out of this vehicle and laid it end to end, it would be a mile to a mile and a half long. And that doesn't take into account all the modules and sensors that talk to each other. We've got low speed lines and we've got high speed lines, and they talk to each other in nanoseconds. So it's very important to keep all these lines free from issues. Here's the issue I'm going to talk about: rodents. We've had a lot of customers come in, and I've seen it year after year after year. We get in here, and like this main engine wiring harness right here, and you've got the instrument panel wiring harness. All this is up here, and for some reason, they like to chew them up. They use them for insulation. We found them in air boxes. We found them in where the cabin air filter goes. And what they do is they chew through those and make their nest out of it. And it's very, very important. When you bring it in, we always check for these things. We check your air box because telltale signs is a nest in your air box. And it's not just mice, it's rats, it's squirrels, it's raccoons, it's chipmunks. I've even seen kittens living inside of the engine compartments. So if you live out near a barn and you have barn cats, please check the vehicle before you take off every day. I myself would set traps underneath if I knew I had the rodents out there, because like I said, they can chew through one wire up underneath somewhere where we can't physically see it. And it could take our technicians upwards of anywhere from 1 to 2 hours up to 12 or 14 hours just to try and find where that wire is broken at. It gets very difficult, because you got to realize you got all this, but you also have it coming up into the front fascia that you can't see. There's wiring underneath the headliner. There's wiring all inside the dash. There's wiring underneath the carpet. There's wiring underneath the chassis. There's wiring under the back bumper. So sometimes it takes a lot to find these. Warranty won't pay for those, and that can be a very, very expensive repair. We open up the cabin filter and we find droppings, or we open up the air filter box and find droppings, or telltale signs. You know, when we have the vehicle up in the air and we do your tire rotation and doing part of your multi-point, we've actually found dog food and things in the control arms where they'll actually put it in there and store it. We'll let you know. And when we do, your best bet is to try to find a way to humanely catch them and release them somewhere else, or to call an exterminator. Because like I said, one little mouse can cause thousands of dollars worth of damage to your vehicle. And not only the repair's costly, but it's a lot of time too to find them. So you could be without a car for a couple of days. Like I said, this is our Under the Hood series for this week, and your vehicle's electrical systems, it's very important you keep an eye out on them. If you have any questions or any suggestions for future episodes, just send me an email at angel, ANGELL, at svgmotors.com.
Move them up a couple years. Move them up a couple years. Keep the payments the same. Move them up a couple years.
Who's there?
Keep your payments the same! New Silverado, under $23,000. Seriously, under $23,000. Where? 2 places. Greenville or Urbana. Move up a couple years, keep the payments the same. Move up a couple years, keep the payments the same. Move up a couple years, keep the payments the same.
Is there something we can help you with?
I got this. Is there anything I can help?
I'm looking for a new car.
That blue one out front. Seen you driving it earlier.
That one's sold.
Sold? Man, did you buy it off of underneath me?
Someone else bought it from California.
California? It's a long way. Hey Alex, I gotta tell you, I'm really, really impressed with you. I just can't get over how much you know about the cars, and you got a bright future, but I got one question. Why did you tell that guy that the blue Challenger's already sold?
I wanted my mom and dad to buy it.
Oh, smart too. So there's a lot of features on this vehicle meant to protect you and to prevent an accident. Along with safety, this vehicle comes equipped with 10 airbags. 10 airbags. And, you know, many years ago when SUVs first came out, they were notorious for going around a hard turn, the potential of maybe rolling over. This vehicle comes with a rollover mitigation system that senses that, and it adjusts the tires to prevent that from happening. Another really nice feature is the 7-inch screen here in between your tachometer and your speedometer that right now is showing me my speed, but it goes down through your speed, also your vehicle information, your tire pressure, your driver assist, fuel economy, trip information, stop and start, audio programs, and stored messages. No stored messages. Proof that this is a brand new vehicle. because Lord knows, my phone's got messages. What I like most about this Jeep Cherokee is the styling of the front end. It is absolutely one of a kind and unique. When you're going down the road and you see a Jeep Cherokee, you know that's exactly what it is. There's not another vehicle like it. The styling of the front end, I love the 7 slots in the front, and they call that the waterfall effect. Love it. But most of all, I like the 3 lights. Most vehicles have these all in one, but this is the daytime running light with your turn signal, your headlights, and your fog lights. The front end on this vehicle, from somebody looking at it in the rearview mirror, is intimidating. It's like a mean face. Oh. Underneath this beautiful hood, you have 2 options for engines. You can get the 4-cylinder engine, which gives you 184 horsepower, 170 foot-pounds of torque, and gets you up to 25 miles to the gallon. Or the V6 like we have here, that gets you 271 horsepower and 240 foot-pounds of torque. Both amazing engines, but I gotta tell you, the V6, you only lose 1 mile to the gallon. You get 24 miles to the gallon with this. Love driving these Jeeps. If you're looking for an SUV that doesn't look like every other SUV on the market, you gotta put the Cherokee on your shopping list. Driving this vehicle, the engine performance is excellent. 25 miles to the gallon, excellent. The technology, unbelievable. Smooth, yet versatile and able to go off-roading. I tell you what, this one may not be available because I like it that much. It stands out and it just says to me, I like it. You know what? I think I'm just gonna drive this one home. Thanks for watching another episode of SVG Motors Weekly. And if you haven't done it yet, go to youtube.com and subscribe to the SVG Motors channel. Or go to our Facebook page and like our page. And last but not least, if you want to see future episodes, go to your DVR and search SVG Motors and catch future episodes. Thanks again for watching.